Hello friends, and welcome to the second part of the lesson. In the following lesson we are going to continue embroidering our frame around the image. Like this, I have almost finished the first round and turning to the second round by placing my stitches as close to the previous line as possible. I'm trying not to input the needle into the same holes, but place stitches simply very close to each other. If you wish, you may practice this type of stitches somewhere on the free space of your frame, or if you feel confident, you may simply continue making the second round. I suggest make approximately 4 rounds to empathize the golden frame around the image, just to thicken the line around. And this is also kind of satin stitch embroidery, as we're trying to place stitches very close to each other. As you may see, I'm turning my frame, making it more comfortable for me, just to in order to relax my hand, not to stretch it over the entire frame. So feel free to turn your frame up and down as you wish. And now I suggest us using the golden beads, golden stones. They are 5 to 8 millimeters in diameter. Like this, I simply place the bead on top of the needle, replace it on the loop, and bind with a stitch. After that, I place a few stitches, or just one and large, and continue. Repeat the same. I place the bead on top of the needle, then I replace it on the loop and bind it with a stitch. Just to make a little bit of beauty on the frame. You may skip this part if you want, or add some stones or beads or sequins as you like. At the beginning, I'm placing smaller beads, which are approximately 5 millimeters. And later on, I'm going to use larger stones. They are 8 to 9 millimeters in diameter. And first, I'm trying to place my beads a little bit loose. And now, slowly, I'm trying to put them closer to each other. Just to add a little bit of beauty. placing it closer and closer to each other. Make a stitch. Now again, take a bead, replace it on the loop and bind it with a stitch. I have yellow, brownish and orange color beads. They're quite similar to the golden color thread. And now I'm placing the larger bead and another one. Again, if you wish, you may practice binding larger beads on the free space of your embroidery frame. Again, I've started with the smaller beads, placing them loosely and then adding some more frequency and more large beads. I like these crystal beads because in case of any artificial light or sunlight, it will give very brilliant, very beautiful sparkle when you see it, when you look at it. It may be a pillowcase, it may be a picture on the wall, as you wish. You may use this pattern as you wish, but it will give a beautiful, beautiful pattern, sparkle. Again, I'm trying to place my beads very close to the previous embroidered line, trying not to input my needle into the same holes, but slightly alternate the stitches. Now I'm placing beads loosely. The space between the beads now is approximately 12 or 15 millimeters between each other. And here we are adding beads one more time. However, again, you may skip this part, you may simply embroider the frame. Beads is something that we place just for fun, I would say, just for sparkle, additional sparkle. And again, I've started placing my beads very loose and then placing them more frequently, enlarging them from small to large beads and finishing with the small beads again. Finishing the frame, I've made 3 or 4 rounds. Pull the loop out, cut it, and draw the edges to the opposite side of the frame and secure them. There we go. The frame is ready. And in our next lesson, we are going to make the pomegranate.